So morning we discussed about how to add a user, how to add a group, okay, and network related settings we have done. Now we'll see how to modify user, okay, user settings. So what are the things we can able to modify? You can change username, user ID, group ID. We can add a user to other groups. You can add a user to other groups like that. We can able to do it. Certain changes we can able to do it. The command is for modification of user, USERMOD. Okay. So USERMOD, username, not that command. Okay. USERMOD, under USERMOD there is a several options also there. So which one you want to modify, based on that options are there. So here it is. First of all, I will show you one example, then I will explain what are the options. First of all, tail space -6, 5 is enough, etc passwd. Okay, so look at here, Student17a is user ID, group ID, and this is a comment, and user home directory, and this is bin bash login shell. This is Student17b. It does not contain this comment. This comment is there. It is a skipped. Okay, you can see this thing, the difference. The comment is not there. Don't put a Control+C, just highlight and copy. Look at here, it is. So this is don't have a comment. Okay, I'm not going anything, just I'm removing this one. Yeah, command is same, Control+Z, no problem. So this is a comment. Now I want to add this comment to this user17b. Okay, so USERMOD -C Student17b Linux1. Any name you can put it. If you have a splitter, then put a under quotation, because what is splitted, so that's a problem. And the username is Student17a b. This is username. Username is this one, and what are you do it? You do it in a middle only. Okay, so I'll try again. So look at here, USERMOD -C. So what I want to try to do it. So Student17b Linux1. This is I want to put a comment for Student17b user. Done. Again check it. Look at, this is modified. Okay, so this point is changed. Like this only we do modifications. Either one or a multiple options you can able to do in between USERMOD and your username. You can do it. Okay, here I'm going to add another group. Groupadd CTS. Now I want to add a user. Existing user is, yeah, okay, we'll go to Manisha. So I want to add user Manisha to CTS group as supplementary group. primary group. I'm not changing the primary group. I'm changing supplementary group. I'm adding user to a supplementary group. So before going to that one, so check the ID manisha and check it first, what is it's a primary group, and also get it from here. It is group ID is 103. What is the primary group? Then after that one we can to add it like a user mod. So after that one you have to add user mod hyphen capital Z CTS. So like that you can add a user to. We'll implement. These are the commands. We'll implement. First of all, add a group, right? So command is group add GTS. It's a capital letters I given, so just no problem if you put a small letters also. Group is added. We know the group is added. You want to verify, then also you can verify tile hyphen 1. So last one only, right? So then otherwise you can put last 3. No problem. So group. So CTS group, B17 group, both are created. This is a group ID. CTS group ID it is. Okay. Next, I want to add a user. First of all, ID. So what is a user and what is the group? It's a primary group. It's a primary group. It is only one primary group. The user is not in any other supplementary groups. User mod hyphen capital Z. Supplementary group means capital Z. For a secondary group, remember like a secondary group also, no problem. Now it is done. Try again. It is added. Okay. It is added. What it is? Okay. You know, last time or maybe 1 year back. Okay, yeah, I given already commands. Only outputs are missing. Not required anything. Commands are enough. Okay. You can check it like this is the main output is required. This is important. So I will put here. This is important. You can use your group ID also, no problem. Okay, to add to a group, you can use group name or a group ID also, no problem. So this is how to add a user to a group for a supplementary group. Like that, you can take multiple users, multiple options are there. So we'll go to that certain important options. User mod, hyphen help. Lot of options are there. You can go through certain options. You can find it. Not every option we can't able to remember. We use help. Okay. So hyphen C for comment, hyphen D for home directory, hyphen E for expiry date, account expiry date. Inactive. You can make a user as a inactive user. Okay, password will be inactive. Hyphen Z is a primary group. You want to add to a user to a primary group. You want to change the primary group. Hyphen capital Z for supplementary group. Or supplementary group. or secondary group, capital G. A is append. Append means you are already in one supplementary group. Now you want to add it to another group. So for example, user is in a supplementary group. For example, group 1. And again you want to add it to group 2. Means user is already in G1 and also you want to add it to G2, group 2. Then we need a -a that time. Appending is required. That is append. Help you know. This is -l. You want to change the login name. You want to change the login name. For example, this is the login name, right? You want to change. You don't like this name. You want to change the login name. You can log the account. You can log the account. Next, okay, there's few more things are there, but I'm removing because it's become a very big text. -f for a password. It's a ch root directory that is also do it. If you want to change login shell, you can change login shell using -s means sbin, no login or a bin bash. You want to change the login shell, you can change it. You want to change user ID, you can change it. You want to log the user, you can log it. SCA Linux user is that one, but it is most common kind of. Okay, so these are the most commonly used kind of stuff. -c for a comment, I showed comment 1. I showed supplementary group added. We'll see primary group changes or not. Okay, primary group will change or not. So we'll see that one. ID Student17c. ID Student17. What is a primary group? Tell me guys, what is this user's primary group? Group name? People are there or left? There no, so at least 7 members are there. What is the primary group?
Student17c.
17c. I'm going to change the primary group to CTS. Okay. For a groups, there is no primary or secondary. For user, group can be a primary or secondary. For user, group can be a primary or secondary. So I'm changing primary group. Command is USERMOD -small g means changing primary group. I want to change primary group to CTS. To whom? Student17c.
17c.
Username. Okay, very good. Okay, spelling mistake. Okay, again check it. Now it is primary group is changed.
Yeah.
Okay. Like that, using certain options, you can also change things. You can log the user, you can unlock the user, you can change username, you can change group name, user IDs. Like that, you can able to change. You want to add a user to multiple groups. For example, same user, primary group is CTS. Okay, oh, no. I will take another user for that one. So ID student 17b. So primary group is 17b only. I want to add this user to a group, CTS group. Okay. Student17b. Now it is supplementary group, which is we done earlier. Supplementary group. I didn't changing primary group. Add a user to a group as a supplementary group. For this user, this group is supplementary group. Again, I want to add this user to a other group, that is B17 group. I want to add this user to a B17 group as a supplementary group. What will happen? It replaces the group. So look at here. See, it replaces the supplementary group with a new group. It is replacing. To avoid this replacing, what to do? Again, CTS group. So you don't want a replacing, then use -a for a appending. -a for a appending. Now you can be in a both the groups. Now you can able to be in a both groups as a supplementary groups. Your primary group is, I'm not changing primary group. Only one primary group will be there per user, but supplementary groups can be anything. Primary group is always one, but supplementary groups can be multiple. But if already in the supplementary group, then you have to use -a. So that is the point. So look, if you look at the outputs, then you'll easily understand what I done. Any query, guys? You want to modify anything like a home directory? Okay. You want to change home directory, login name, user ID, like that you can able to change it. Okay. But one change is related to another change. So compulsory you have to change a few more extra things also. Okay. For example, if you take a user, we'll add a user, otherwise user add. So tell me some user names here. So I do some mistake wise, I will do it. Okay, so I'm going to add this user to my group B17. Okay, so I put like this and I put press enter accidentally. So by mistake I done. So now I want to change the name, but there is a lot of columns are there. So what are the columns? Last user now. So like this, home directory and username. You change username, like you put a Tanu Rajput or only Tanu. Then what happened? Username will be changes, but home directory not changes. I want to change this name as well as this name. You can also change it. Both at a time you can change it, or you can change it one by one. Okay, and also slash home. So look at here. This is the directory. So if you change the name, so same directory you are expecting. If it is not a different name directory, right? So obviously you have to change that one also. So what I'm trying to do is USERMOD. First of all, I want to change name. Name is just like this. Simple name. And also I want to change the directory at a time. Okay. Now check it. Names are changed, and also check the ls. Name is not changed here. Name is not changed. Even I told change the home directory. Otherwise, I will put again. This time, username is changed. It's not changing. Okay, if you log in, there also problem will occur. So no. So I don't have a choice. Then I will put a mv slash home slash 2 slash home like this. I change it manually. Okay. So when you do it, compulsory verify. Otherwise, you may face the problem in a certain time. Okay. So how to change login name and home directory. So when you change your login name, home directory is not changing. You can change home directory individually also. But it is not changing. Why it is not changing? Home directory parallelly. This part is changed by this command. It is changed, but in our original location, it is not changing or not creating anything. Okay, guys, this is how to modify with the different options. You can modify user ID, group IDs, primary group, you can change it. Supplementary group, you can change it. You can append, you can comment, you can put a lock, unlock, also we can do it. This is the user modifications. Instead of that one, I want to create a user. I want to create a user. Username is something like Latif. Okay. And user ID, I am also defining my own user ID is, for example, 1200 user ID. And group ID, already defined group is there, right? So primary group is, we created a B17 or CTS is my primary group. Okay, this is my primary group. Okay, otherwise I'll add another group. My home directory. like this. Home directory must be like this, not as a default. Okay, I can give password, but password won't work here. Okay, login shell you can able to define. These are the things I'm defining. So how to create this user? So user add -u -u 1200 is username -z CTS or group ID also you can do -d /home/Latif data. Username is like what are the options are there for user add? Same options only. For user add also almost all same. -u user ID -z primary group ID capital G supplementary group append directory login shell password. You can modify your user ID. This is for a primary group ID or name. Or secondary group. Append define home directory login shell password. You can implement this one also like this. See, these are the home directories. Okay, so I'm going to create user add -u user ID. I'm defining my own user ID here. Okay, I don't follow that sequence. I create my own. Okay. Plus, I want to add it to my group. Okay, and also I want to define my home directory. You want to give password, login shell and all, you can give it. Otherwise, you can directly type username. See this? Groups are different. See, your group, your folder, home directory name is different. Okay. Okay, verify like that. Okay, this is how to create a user with direct options. Okay, or if you don't do it this one, you want to do it later, you can use USERMOD. Last one is user deletion. Okay, USERDEL. Command is USERDEL. Okay, so you have to give username. Okay, So guys, for this one, I'm going to okay. I'm going to user add user 1, user add user 2. Two users are I created. Okay, so first of all, check it. Tail -2 or -3 /etc/passwd. Okay, so this is user 1, user 2, this one. See, it is home directory. Sorry, this is home directory. This is group ID. Group ID. As I said, same names only there. ID user 1. Username and group name is same. Why? Because of I didn't specify any group. Now I want to delete the user. So before that one, so ls space /home. So there you can find automatically user 1, user 2 directories are there under /home. USERDEL user 1. Look at, I deleted a user, but user's home directory is there. User home directory is there. ID user 1. No such a user. Okay. See, it is Tanu Latif user 2. Latif user 1 is not available. And it is also not there in a file system. So I deleted a user. Okay. So this is user will delete it. Okay. But not users. But at users home directory content not deleted. What happening to me? But deleted. But users home directory not deleted. User delete will delete a user but not a home directory. So you want to delete everything. USERDEL space -r your username. So delete user USERDEL space -r username. Delete user and users file data. Okay. User and users profile data deleted. Okay, so we'll see I created a users. Mind is not at all working and everything is silent. I feel violent. Let's understand what is USERDEL. I will show you how to do it. No problem. So don't worry. So one USERDEL we done. Okay. So another USERDEL we'll do it. So one USERDEL we done. User is deleted, but user's home directory file is there. Now what we will do? USERDEL -7 r user2. User2 is there. User2 directory is also there like that. USERDEL space -r user2. See it is user1 directory is gone. Okay guys, understand user deletion with R, without R.
Yes, sir.
See, user2 also deleted, but home directory is also deleted. That's it. USERMOD and USERDEL.